is Cheryls Home Cooking. Today what I'm going to show you is how I make my homemade calzone. I have my oven preheated at 350. And for my calzone, the ingredients that I'm putting in is mushroom, purple onion, and pepperoni. That's how I like my calzone. So I'll take my one purple onion, I'll place a little butter in my frying pan. Now I'll dice up my onion. I'm dicing it thin. I like to have my onion and mushrooms pre-cooked before I add it into my calzone. I'll show you one calzone, but this recipe that I'm using right now will make about 4 calzones, depending upon how many mushrooms and onions you'd like in your calzone, along with the pepperoni. Now that my onion is diced, I have my stove on medium. I'll place my purple onions in with the 1 tablespoon of butter. To my onions, I have about 10 fresh mushrooms that I'll slice up as well. If you don't like mushrooms or onions in your calzone, you can omit it. I'll mix my onion around. Once you cook your onions and mushrooms, you'll place them off to the side and cool before you add them to your calzone. So I have just a few more mushrooms to slice. I'll also be adding in a pound of ground beef. So you want to brown your ground beef as well. And if you don't like ground beef in your calzone, you can omit that too. But you need pepperoni in your calzone. Some people though just like cheese calzone, which is fine. Last mushroom. So now I'll place my mushrooms in my frying pan. Oh yeah. What I'm doing now is just breaking up my hamburg so it's not so large. I like just pieces of hamburg in my calzone. So this is my meat and veggie calzone. It's really, really good. Now that my hamburger has browned, the onions are nice and soft, and the mushrooms are done, I'll turn my burner off. And if your ground beef is a little bit greasy, just drain it. So I'm going to be draining mine because I don't want all this liquid inside my calzone. So now I'll go drain off my ground beef with my onions and mushrooms. Really smells good. So now I'll place my mixture off to the side to cool. And you'll bake this calzone for about 30 minutes or until you see your crust turning a nice golden brown. Remember, ovens vary, so keep an eye on it. So I have some store-bought pizza dough, and I spread it out into a square. What I'll do is place a lot of ricotta cheese on one end. Once I have my ricotta cheese on my dough, I'll take some pepperonis, place them around. Okay, so I loaded it up with pepperoni. You can put as much as you want on here. Now I'll take my meat mixture with my mushrooms and purple onion. Place that on top. Oh yeah. Looks good. I'll spray my baking pan. Now I'll take my dough, fold it over, and kind of twist the ends because you don't want the mixture to fall out. So what you're doing is just making like a border. So I'm twisting it up. I had flour down on my counter so that when I rolled out my dough it didn't stick to the counter. So now I'll make a little slice so that the steam can escape. I'll pick up my dough and place it on my greased pan. That's perfect. And then you'll place your calzone in your 350-degree preheated oven for about 30 minutes or until you see the crust nice and golden brown. And you can serve this calzone with your favorite pizza sauce. I have my homemade, so can't wait to try it. It's really, really good. And see how quick and easy this was to make a homemade calzone? And it's super duper delicious. Now for cleanup. Now it's time to take my calzone out of the oven. This is perfect. Didn't it come out great? Now I'll take a slice off and just put some of my homemade pizza sauce on it, and I'm having some calzone. So now I'll slice a little piece off. Oh yeah. Whew, it's hot. I'll place the calzone on my plate. Does this look good or what? Now, doesn't this calzone look good? And with this sauce on it, wow. So now I'll try a bite. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at all that cheese. Take the pepperoni. Mmm. Really good. Deserves a second bite. This is really, really good. I highly recommend making this calzone. It's quick and it's easy and it's really, really yummy. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much for tuning into Home Cooking with Cheryl and watch me make my homemade calzone. It was super duper delicious. Give it a try. You're really gonna like it. Please follow me on Twitter on the Home Cooking with C, YouTube under Princess 200847, Instagram under Princess 200847, Pinterest under Cheryl KFL, Facebook under Cheryl's Home Cooking, and hit the like button, and especially iFood.tv under Cheryl's Home Cooking. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.